Dan from gym here. Hope your training is going well. So, as you can see, just finished some squats after provincials here. And now, the good news is we are getting ready for nationals. So, I only had 3 weeks here before Christmas break. So instead of doing the usual 4 weeks of training, 1 week of deload, I'm just doing 3 weeks of training, and then the deload is during Christmas. Because honestly, just you want to celebrate, you want to be with family, you're eating a lot of big, inconsistent meals. Not really a good time to be at peak training status. So I went with 3 weeks. First time ever doing that, and basically went RPE 7, 8.5, 10, and so like basically on my main lifts, if 8.5 was in the middle of something, I just rounded up 5 pounds, or rounded up to the nearest 5 pounds, and that seems to be going pretty well. Also, I took all of my maxes that I just got from provincials, and I use that to calculate this. So technically, you might have seen my squat set seemed a little bit easier than RPE 10. However, I definitely cheated death on a couple reps there, so that could have been why it was easier. So only 3 weeks, used current. The reason I was using my current maxes from the meet instead of adding 5 pounds as usual is because I'm doing a bit of a hypertrophy mesocycle right now. The only difference is instead of going back to working sets of 7 for the main lifts, I'm just doing 5, just because nationals is going to be happening fairly quickly. I only have 2 mesocycles of training and then a peaking mesocycle, so I don't want to get too far away from the heavy lifts and worry about too much like nervous system adjustment, if that makes sense. Since, like, for example, if you're doing a lot of sets of 8, your nervous system kind of gets used to doing sets of 8, and then if you go for 1 rep max right away, you're not going to do very well. Compared to if you're doing lots of sets of 1, your nervous system is going to adjust to doing sets of 1 really well, and then if you try to go for a max set of 8, it's just not going to do very well, and you might even pass out before you even get to it. So that's why I'm just doing sets of 5 for the adjustment. Then after Christmas here, I'll do a strength mesocycle. So same accessories as before for the strength mesocycle. Go back to the normal sets of 3 that I was doing, just like the last strength mesocycle before provincials. And that will be a normal 4 week plus a deload week training cycle. I felt like this went pretty well, and I was especially nervous because last night, just getting a stuffy nose, of course, right before Christmas. That's when cold season is starting to hit. Stuffy nose, got up like 5 times in the night, just couldn't sleep. So I was just spending all day just trying to relax, de-stress, just so that I could come out here and hit this weight today. So really happy with how that went, and honestly a little bit surprising too. So I will continue training and see you after bench press. Well, obviously that first set wasn't ideal. I got the next 2 sets, and they were both as difficult as expected. So I think maybe if I were to make excuses, I'd say that first rep of the first set, I just went way too slow on the eccentric. And then I also wasn't as careful about my breathing either. So, but I don't want to make excuses. So really just need to get better at doing touch and go. And part of that too is just I'm not used to, here's another excuse, I'm just not used to doing touch and go because I've been practicing pause for competition. So not really something I'm worried about, because end of the day it's more about my pause bench press that matters. I will continue with the workout here and see you after deadlifts. All right, there's deadlifts. That was definitely RPE 10. I might have been soft on the lockout on the 5th rep for those sets. But like I was mentioning before, I'm pretty tired. Last night I was up late moving snow and setting up the squat rack here. You may have noticed in the background a couple pieces of equipment coming in. So I'm excited for that. I have my new rogue order, but both a blessing and a curse because you still have to put it in place. So the squat rack, I've always had the 6 posts, but I've just set up as 4 posts. Now I've made a little bit more room in my basement so I can have all 6 posts. Got a second barbell so 2 people can train a barbell lift at once. So I'm really excited to hopefully have some friends over to train with. Yeah, deadlifts, they were difficult, but I'm really happy. That was actually a PR for me. 5 reps of 570 pounds. So really happy about that. And also, I've learned about the national schedule. Right now, it looks like I'm going to be lifting on Friday, February 28th. Weigh in at 8 a.m., lifting at 10 a.m. So that is great. Back to my typical lifting times of the morning. And yeah, basically the goal for nationals is have fun and do my best and maybe set the provincial deadlift record there. So really looking forward to that. So yeah, basically this was just doing a single mesocycle for hypertrophy. Then in the new year here, I would do a single mesocycle for strength. And so that's where you'll start to see triples again. And then I have just enough time to do the peaking cycle for nationals. So I hope your training is going well. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and I will see you in the next one.
Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go, go, go.